Kensington quite simply has so much to offer. It could quite literally take you a week to scratch just the surface. If, however, you've satisfied your cultural needs, why not head over to some of the shopping precincts that are top class in the area?
High Street Ken, as it's more affectionately known, is one of the trendiest and most popular shopping places outside of central London. People not only flock from all parts of London, but also from all corners of the world to take advantage of the unlimited shopping and entertainment possibilities. Fine boutique fashion stores, independent jewellers, art dealers, restaurants and bars make this particular high street stand out from the crowd. Why not duck into the arcade, which houses an extensive whole food market offering delicacies of every kind and even more fashion stores. There is just so much to see here and so many things to spend money on. I think I need a break, so I'm going to grab a coffee in one of the nearby hip cafes.
Now back to something at a slower pace, but is still going to get the hearts pumping of all you shoppers. We're here in Knightsbridge, home to the world-famous department store, Harrods. The name Knightsbridge is given to the road which lies in this exclusive district, featuring an expensive residential area and many upmarket retail outlets. The most famous of the retail outlets is Harrods, Europe's largest department store. Harrods is very much a city within a city. The store occupies a 4.5-acre site and has over 1 million square feet of selling space in over 330 departments. I'm now in one of my favourite parts of London, Mayfair, which holds some of the world's most exclusive clubs, restaurants and institutions. I'm a huge fan of art, so very much looking forward to my meeting with Anna Hunter of the Belgravia Gallery.
We are a family-run gallery. We're right in the middle of London. We've been going for 20 years and we have an enormous range of works by different artists, including Prince Charles, and a range of other artists, including Andy Warhol, Picasso, and some contemporary artists who are rising stars.
Nelson Mandela's artwork is also featured in the gallery, and recently he visited to sign prints of his work.
On the morning that we went over to Mr. Mandela's home in Johannesburg, handprints had been made. His hands had been painted black, and they'd done handprints like children's handprints. And I pointed out that this one had got a shape a bit like Africa in the middle. And it's just a freak of nature, but it's very poignant and wonderful. That's a really interesting piece. We've got wonderful images of very beautiful women by Trudy Good. This is by a painter called Trish Wiley. Her work is about the drips that make this just a really interesting piece to look at. By contrast, this is a lithograph based on a watercolour by Prince Charles. It's signed by him. It's an edition of 100.
The Belgravia Gallery also offer art advisory services to both individual and corporate clients to help with the selection of artwork, which reflects personal style and taste.
We've recently had this installed, which means that over 200 pieces of artwork, which we hold in stock, are on show and visible for the clients to see, including works by Andy Warhol. This is a fantastic piece, an original drawing by John Lennon. And then we have some signed lithographs by Picasso.
The gallery is an ideal place to view stunning works of art and give you the chance to purchase them if you desire. I found a great gem here at the Belgravia Gallery in Mayfair. I don't want to leave, but our journey of London must move on. The name Mayfair is derived from the annual fortnight-long fair that took place here. It was a chance for farmers and local traders to exhibit the best of their produce from the past year and for the local people to celebrate the coming of spring. Although the fair no longer exists, a plaque commemorates the area where the event took place. London is said to be full of frightening locations, and 50 Berkeley Square is believed to be one of the most haunted houses in London. There have been well-documented sightings of ghosts, including a little girl and a young woman. Spooky. The only thing scary about the nearby Sotheby's auction house is the price that some of the items fetch. It is the oldest and most well-known auction house in the world, selling items ranging from art to furniture to cars and even real estate and property. The new Bond Street Auction House is a building that is rich in history and architectural brilliance. The Belgravia area is also well known for its past residents. Ian Fleming, the creator of James Bond, lived in a flat in this converted palatial property. A statue celebrates Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, one of the great classical composers who called Belgravia home. Although he resided as Prime Minister at 10 Downing Street, Winston Churchill also lived in several other houses throughout London, one of them being this famous abode.
Quietly nestled on a mews between Berkeley Square and Bond Street, and tucked away from the hustle and bustle, Greggs is an elegant oasis and has a reputation as one of London's best steak restaurants.
Alistair Gregg, he arrived in London in the 1950s. He was one of the big restaurateurs of the last century. Alistair Gregg's philosophy was pretty simple: source the best ingredients, the freshest ingredients, and serve them hot. Juicy steaks, great chips, fresh salads, great wine. The wine selection is fantastic. We've got Bordeaux's, we've got Bourgognes, Côte d'Aron's, got over 200 wines in fact. Some vintage wines. La Mission Haut-Briand, 1966, fantastic vintage. Our steaks are the best. We guarantee they're the best.
We've already had a healthy dose of London's culture, history and diversity, but don't despair folks, because there's more to come. Coming up, we visit Buckingham Palace, we discover some of the history behind Victoria Station before taking a journey to Gatwick Airport.